Alright guys, so today I'm going to break down this amazing armored MMA fight between John Stogmeyer and Andrew McCabe. If you're watching this right now, please make sure you go watch AMMA's full video on this. It's an amazing fight. I'm just going to be breaking down the throws because I've been working with some of the Booherd or Armored MMA guys on their throws over at Warlord Combat Academy. I'm the head judo coach over there now. So hopefully you'll see some of them in their pro fights and AMMA or other organizations doing some great judo throws. But this video right here really shows how judo can be used in armor, and I think it's absolutely awesome. Hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get right into it. Some fun clinch striking. So it's a ton of fun. Right here, here's where the throw happens. So as you can see, it's the start of an Osoto. Andrew stepped a little bit outside. He didn't quite step deep enough. And one thing I'm seeing is he didn't get quite enough pull. He does have the axe wrapped around in the back. I think he has this hand here on the bottom of the axe, this hand here on the top of the axe, and he's using that for leverage. But I would have liked to see a little bit more pull from this would be your sleeve hand in judo or sambo, and this would be your collar hand. I would have seen a little bit more pull. Would have made the throw a little cleaner off the bat, but he ends up finishing through with almost a Tyos type movement. Well, yep. He ends up letting go of the axe with this hand as he's finishing the throw. But as you can see, after John steps off the Osoto, he kind of turns it into a almost Tayatoshi, blocking this leg when he steps down. Really beautiful throw, and he finishes it very clean right here. Let's go through and watch that one more time. Full speed. Yeah, just great. Good stuff. Started the top, though, so falls to the Taitoshi. Brutal knee to the head as John is trying to get up off the ground. Ton of fun. Andrew just lets him up, and we're going to move on to the next throw. Right over here at like 9:15. This one is actually done by John. They get into this almost clinch. You'll see John lets go of the axe and goes for what starts as a harai but ends up being a bit more of a koshiguruma, and Andrew rolls through. So let's try to slow that down just a little bit. All right, and this works really well because they're both pushing against each other. As you can see, they have this little tripod right here almost that they're creating, and they're both pushing super hard into each other. So John using this as a opportunity to go for a forward throw is really good timing. He lets go, grabs the collar tie right here. I don't think he even has any sort of sleeve grip, but because the armor is so top heavy, his pull just with the collar tie and entrance was just enough to get in. Yep, he's starting to step across already. Let's go. Yep, as you can see, it almost starts as a harai here. Really, really pretty with the block. He sets it down and it turns into a bit more of a koshiguruma, but good collar tie. No real grip on the sleeve, but as you can see, it's good off balancing. And he just finishes all the way through. Very smart by Andrew to continue the roll through because, like in judo, that's ippon, it's over. For Andrew to roll through and get on top was very smart. Continue that momentum. But great throw from John. Love seeing these throws in armor. Ton of fun. Alright, nothing really happens here. They end up getting stood up. Alright, this is the third set of throws. And this is actually 2 in a row, which is very cool. Alright, let's play. Some fun striking right there. Very nice teep to enter into the clinch. That was very cool. That kind of like they call it Bigfoot sometimes. I've heard it called. They use the fake teep to enter the clinch. Collar tie and sleeve grip from Andrew, or almost sleeve grip. Ooh, another nice Osoto from John. And Andrew blast up for the blast double is beautiful. Now let's slow that down just a little bit. Yep. He swings just a little bit with his leg on the Osoto. He had very good Kazushi, very good entrance to the Osoto. I do wish he would have followed through all the way to the ground. And one reason why I can see that being not the case is because in their melees, like 5-on-5 or 10-on-10, you can't touch anything other than your feet to the ground, otherwise you're out. Um, that rule has some very slight exceptions, but there's no need to go into that here. Uh, so that's the reason why they tend to pull their throws, and I think that's somewhat of the melee training crossing over into the pro fight. And where that becomes a mistake is because Andrew was able to work up and hit that double leg. If John had followed through all the way to the ground into a pin, maybe like a Kesigatami or a head and arm pin, as you would call it in wrestling, then he could go into some ground and pound and score some more points there. Otherwise, very beautiful Osoda. And you'll see Andrew works up to his feet, getting both feet on the ground before just blasting, wrapping around John's legs and just blasting through. Head on the outside as well, right here for this blast double. Very, very good stuff. Now some more nice knees on the ground. Those probably didn't hurt too much. He's not getting a lot of wind up on him, and the helmet connecting to the ground leads to not a lot of pain from what I've heard in terms of these strikes, but they do look really nice. Oh, accidental mistake right there. All right, now here's going to be the last throw done by Andrew. This is going to be like a textbook Taitoshi, just gorgeous. Another one of those like fake teeps into the clinch and just a beautiful Taitoshi. These knees might actually hurt. You see how much wind up he's getting on them? And those punches right to the stomach probably do because that specific type of armor flexes, which makes it a little bit more painful when you get hit. But let's watch that and try to slow it down just a little bit. Yep, does that teep into the clinch again. Really good stuff by Andrew. I like to see that a lot. It's a good way to distract low, so you can get closer. Let's see, what grips does he have? Okay, so he gets an underhook when going for this, and he backsteps outside of John's foot, which is really nice because as you can see, that pushes John's leg over and gets his feet close together as Andrew slides across for this Taitoshi. You can also see he probably has the gauntlet grabbed right here, and this underhook is providing some really, really good pull. He's got John's shoulders turning really well right here, and then he manages to block the far foot and continue his pull all the way through. Beautiful, beautiful Taitoshi. Nice. And those knees to the head just look vicious. I absolutely love this stuff. It is really cool. All right, guys. So that's the end of my breakdown of the throws in the armored MMA match between John Stegmeyer and Andrew McCabe. This stuff is a ton of fun. I love being able to coach some of these guys in judo and help them out and get them to have more throws like this in their fights. Uh, but if you thought this was entertaining, please go to Armored MMA's page and watch the full fight. I had the sound off so that y'all could hear my commentary. They have commentary and everything. It's a great production. And then if you can, make it out to one of their events. I'm going to their event on May 10th in Houston, Texas. I'll let y'all know how I like it, but I imagine it'll be awesome. But yeah, go check out Armored MMA's page. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Leave a like and subscribe down below. Give them one as well. And hopefully y'all have a good day. Hands up. Ready. 1, 2.